January's PlayStation Plus Extra lineup is just around the corner, and today we're talking about the big one, the headliner game. I've got 6 contenders on the list: Street Fighter 6, Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered, Resident Evil 4, the Callisto Protocol, RoboCop Rogue City, and Ghostrunner 2. Let's break them down and figure out which one could take the top spot. First up, Street Fighter 6. This one's been making waves in the fighting game scene. It's got solid mechanics, great visuals, and a lot of modes to dig into. From ranked matches to the single-player World Tour mode, there's plenty to keep players busy. Adding it to the PS Plus Extra lineup could give the community a boost. Fighting games aren't always the headliner choice, but the popularity of Street Fighter might give it a shot. Next, we have Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered. This is the definitive version of Insomniac's hit game, complete with updated graphics and all the DLC. It's a strong contender because Spider-Man is a massive name, especially with the sequel already out. Sony's also got a history of pushing first-party titles on PS Plus, which makes this a realistic pick. But since it's been out for a while, it's possible they'll save it for another time. Now let's talk about Resident Evil 4. This remake brought the classic game into the modern era with reworked visuals, gameplay improvements, and an intense atmosphere. Capcom's remakes have been a hit so far, and this one's no exception. It's a great mix of nostalgia and fresh content, so it could easily draw attention as the headline game. The only downside? Horror games aren't for everyone, which might make it a less likely choice. The Kalisto Protocol is next on the list. It's a science fiction horror game from the creator of Dead Space. While it had mixed reviews at launch, patches and updates have improved the experience. The game's visuals and atmosphere are its standout features, and it could appeal to fans of survival horror. That said, its rocky launch might work against it, especially when compared to more polished games on this list. Then there's RoboCop Rogue City. This one lets you step into the shoes of the iconic character in a gritty first-person shooter. The gameplay combines action and investigation elements, and while it's not a blockbuster hit, it's a solid choice for fans of the franchise. If Sony wants to spotlight something a little different, this could be an interesting pick. But realistically, it might not have the broad appeal to be the headliner. Finally, we've got Ghostrunner 2. This sequel builds on the original with fast-paced first-person action and some new mechanics like motorcycle sequences. It's challenging, stylish, and perfect for players who like their games fast and unforgiving. However, it's more of a niche title, so it's less likely to be the standout headliner for January. So, which of these games will take the top spot? If I had to pick, Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered feels like the strongest contender. It's a huge name, it's polished, and it's something almost every PlayStation player would want to try. But that's just my take. What do you think? Will Sony go with Spider-Man, or will another game swoop in and surprise us? Let me know in the comments below.